Good day, Diamond and Pearl. This week we are going to discuss about the limits of exponential and the logarithmic functions. Okay, so the limits of an exponential function is an exponential function is a function in which the exponent of the expression is a variable, and you know that one during our first quarter. It's in the form of f of x is equal to b to the power of x, where b is any real number such that b should be greater than 0. Okay, kasi pag 0 yan, alam niyo namang answer. At ang b dapat hindi rin siya maging equal to 1 kasi pag 1 yan, alam niyo na rin ang answer. Parang hindi rin. Paano pa mag-solve pa tayo pag 1 pala yan, di ba? And x is any real number. Again, b should be greater than 0 and b should not be equal to 1. The limits of exponential function can be computed by using table of values and graphs. Okay, that is how to solve for the limits of exponential function. Okay, to give you the example, compute the limit of 2 to the power of x as x approaches to positive infinity. Let's construct a table of values. Right. So since positive infinity one class 0, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, so on and so forth. And the moment na pag i-substitute ko 2 to the power of 0, 1. 1 na naman ang x. 2 to the power of 1, that's 2. 5 na naman. 2 to the power of 5, 32. 2 to the power of 9, 512. So ano ang na-observe nyo? Ano ang answer nito ngayon? Ang limit ng 2 to the power of x as x approaches to positive infinity, when we observe, ganito ang kanyang graph. Thus, the limit of 2 to the power of x as x approaches to positive infinity, the answer is positive infinity. Habang nagpalaki yung value, lumalaki din yung function ng f of x. So, it's positive infinity. Another example. Compute the limit of 1/2 to the power of x as x approaches to positive infinity. Kanina is greater than 1, ngayon is less than 1 but greater than 0. Right? Construct table of values. If x is 0 class 1/2 to the power of x, 0 and 1/2 to the power of 0, that's 1. If 1 dyan, 1/2 to the power of 1, 0.5 or 1/2. If 5 dyan class, 1/2 to the power of 5 raised to the power of 5, the answer is 0.03125. You may check it in calculator if tama yan. 1/2 to the power of 9, the answer is 0.00195. So now, what have you observed? Lumiliit class doon, nagpapalapit hanggang 0. So, if you observe, habang nagpa-positive infinity tayo, habang lagyan natin ng 10, ng 20, ang value is lumalapit na sa 0, meaning the limit of 1/2 raised to the power of x as x approaches to positive infinity, the answer is 0. Alright? Another example. Compute the limit of 2 to the power of x as x approaches to negative infinity na naman tayo. As we construct table of values, so negative infinity class, so let's have 2 pababa, 5 pababa, basta pa negative infinity. 0, alam natin na 1. Negative 1, 2 to the power of negative 1, that's 0.5. Diba 2 to the power of negative 1, bawal ba negative 1, so magiging 1/2. 2 to the power of negative 7, 0.00195. So anong na-observe nyo? Negative infinity ng limit ng 2 to the power of x is equal to 0. Habang papunta sa negative infinity, ng negative 10, negative 20, papunta rin siya sa 0. So the answer is 0. Next example, compute the limit of 1/2 to the power of x as x approaches to negative infinity. The construct table of values class, I observe 1 and 5. Pag negative 1, 2. Pag negative 3, 1/2 to the power of -3, that's 8. -7, 128. So, pag negative infinity pala, ang answer ng limit ng 1/2 raised to the power of x is positive infinity. Okay, ano ang na-observe nyo? Ano ang na-observe nyo, class? It's like, dalawa lang ang answer nyo. It's either 0 or positive infinity. So, ngayon, you have to remember the summary. Meron ba itong summary, class? So, pwede rin kayo hindi magawa ng table. Meron kayong summary dito. Makita dito. If b is greater than 1, so katulad kanina ng 2, 3, 4, 5, tapos approach siya ng positive infinity ang answer. Pero pag approaches to negative infinity, 0. Pero pag ang b naman, class, is less than 1 but greater than 0 or 1/2, 1/3, 1/5, 2/3, 7/9, pag nag-approach sa positive infinity, the answer is 0. Pag nag-approach sa negative infinity, the answer is positive infinity. Baliktad lang sila. Kaya, you have to screenshot this and you have to memorize this one. Kasi hindi ka na kailangan magawa ng table para ma-solve lang ang limits ng exponential. Sige, let's apply this one with these examples. Alright, let's apply this one. So, observe nyo as ang number 1, ang base niya greater than 1. Number 2 din is greater than 1. Ano ganyan ba sa greater than 1? If positive infinity, the answer is positive infinity. Pag approaches to negative infinity, the answer is 0. Wait, number 3 is less than 1 but greater than 0, 0.2 or 1/5. But approaches to positive infinity, that's the answer is 0. Pero number 4 is greater than 1, 12 to the power of 2x, but approaches to positive infinity, that's positive infinity. Just have to remember the summary, these rules, that you can able to answer this one. So for number 1, positive infinity. For number 2, 0. For number 3, that's 0. For number 4, positive infinity. Okay, let's proceed with the natural exponential function. Ang tawag, class, sa E is the natural exponential. So the natural exponential is f of x is equal to e to the power of x. What is the value of e? The value of e is equal to 2.71828. Okay, ang value ng e, 2.71828. So sino nakakuha niyan, sir? Of course, hindi ako, malamang ang mga mathematician. Alright. So, dito tayo sa rules, class. Hindi na ako magawa ng mga like table kasi para madalian kayo. If ang limit is e to the power of x approaches sa positive infinity ang answer. Pag negative naman siya, approaches negative infinity, 0. Uy, pakatulad lang kanina. Pero pag ang exponent is negative, tapos approaches to positive infinity, 0. Tapos kung negative ang kanyang exponent, tapos approaches to negative infinity, the answer is positive infinity. Okay, let's apply this one. Okay, evaluate limit of e to the power of 2x as x approaches to positive infinity. Uy, positive ang tawag nito, ang exponent. Uy, positive rin ang number 3. Huwag kayo ma-confuse kasi even if may x minus 2 yan siya, pero focus tayo sa x. Positive ang 1 at 3. So since number 1, positive ang kanyang exponent tapos approaches to positive infinity, again, dapat i-remember, positive infinity ang answer. Pag positive ang x, katulad ng 3, pero approaches to negative infinity, answer is 0. Sa number 2 at 4 naman, negative yung x. Tapos pag approach ng positive infinity, it's number 3, it's 0. Number 4, negative ang exponent, negative ang x, tapos negative pa talaga ang approach ng x. Negative infinity, the answer is positive infinity. So for number 1, positive infinity. For number 2, 0. For number 3, that's 0. And for number 4, positive infinity. Meron lang class. Another, you have to memorize this one. Part 2, memorize na naman ang mga rules for the natural exponential. Okay, let's proceed with the limits of logarithmic functions. You know what, class, this week I am just teaching you the basic of the limits for the natural, for the exponential, and for the logarithmic. And I assume during your senior high school years, turuan na kayo ng level up na rin ng ganito. Okay? So as of now, kuhan muna tayo. Like, basic. So, diretso na tayo sa rules. Pag ang limit ng logarithm of x sa the base b, pag nag-approach sa positive infinity, assume but dapat ang b greater than 0. Memorize at have b is greater, should be greater than 0. If the logarithm of x at the base b, as x approaches to 0 from the right, the answer is negative infinity. This time, class, you just have to remember, pag ang limits ng logarithmic, dalawa pa rin, pero hindi na positive infinity at saka 0. Kung hindi, positive infinity at saka negative infinity na. Ang limit naman ng ln, natural logarithm x, pag nag-approach ng positive infinity, positive. Ang limit ng ln x approaches to 0 from the right, it's negative infinity. Screenshot this one and memorize. Let's apply this one to these examples. Okay, let's apply na yung mga rules kanina sa logarithmic. Ano kaya yung mga rules? Sige. Pag logarithm, pag b is greater than 0, tapos approaches to positive infinity. Pag approaches to 0 from the right, negative infinity. So for number 1, the answer is positive infinity. For number 2, negative infinity. For natural logarithm naman, class, pag nag-approach ng positive infinity, positive infinity. Pag nag-approach ng 0 from the right, the answer is negative infinity. So number 3 is positive infinity. Number 4 is negative infinity. I hope you learned something this day, class. And if hindi maintindihan, reply nyo lang. And God bless everyone. Salamat sa pagpaminaw. Adios, Diapearl. Answer my activity na i-send ko sa inyo. God bless everyone.